What's going on, guys? I'm RSBuilt and welcome back to another Bedrock tutorial video. In this video today I'm going to be going over how to delete your Minecraft world. Well, not all of it, just all of the parts that you don't want. See, with the recent release of the 1.17 and the 1.18 updates, then we are going to want to add all of those new materials to the surrounding area. If you have a world that has been played in for a long amount of time, like this one here, or the one that we have on the realm, and a few other ones that I have, then it has basically been inevitable that you're going to load several hundred chunks all the way around you. Well, all of these loaded chunks will not generate any of the new features whenever they update to the 1.17 and 1.18 updates, because they have already been loaded. The way that we're going to fix that is we are going to go in, erase those chunks, tell the game that these chunks have never been loaded, that nobody has ever been inside of them, and the game's basically going to restart and basically build these chunks as if they were new again. Now you're going to pretty much have identical terrain mapping, not much is going to change, so the deserts are going to be the deserts, the oceans are going to be the oceans. However, you might have some minor differences. The biggest differences are going to be with the features that are within these chunks, such as amethyst geodes. You're going to have these generating inside, so you can have the amethyst geodes generating really close to your base if you would like. And also all of the other cool stuff like glow lichen, and of course we cannot forget that beautiful block called deep slate. We definitely want some of that really close to our base. So join me for the adventure. I am going to show you how to do this on PC as well as console, which is going to be Xbox One and PlayStation 4. I'm assuming that the newer generation consoles are similar, however you're going to have to look up specific specs on those for yourself, because I'm not familiar with those and I have yet to get any of those consoles. So it's going to be PlayStation 4 and Xbox One for now, plus the PC of course. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this video and get started. Alright, so what we're going to do in order to get this started is we're going to scroll down here to our Just Another Let's Play. This is going to be the one that I'm going to be clearing the chunks in. And you're going to go over here to the right to this little pencil marker. This little pencil marker is going to bring up the Edit tab. And then you can go over here to the right hand menu and scroll all the way down to the bottom. And you're going to hit Copy World. This is going to make a copy of your world and bring up an additional copy. It is recommended if you would like to make an additional one, that way you have 2 or even 3 of these. That way, in case things go awry, you can always fall back on a current copy. And what I like to do next is go back to this tab here on the copy of Just Another Let's Play, and then I'm going to open this up, go to the world name, and I'm going to rename it because the copy of it is really similar to the original version and it's easy to get those mixed up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to name this for now New JALP, which is going to be Just Another Let's Play. I will change this name later, however I just don't want this to get confused with the other one. So next we're going to hit the back button. It's going to save that New JALP, and at this point we can go ahead and close down Minecraft. Alright, at this point you can go ahead and bring up a web browser and then go to amuletmc.com. and it's going to bring you to their home web page. Once you are at the Amulet home web page, you basically want to read this before downloading. This is going to go over all of the warning, telling you how to make a backup save file and all of that good stuff. Don't skip over this, it's important information. Then you want to go down here to this blue box here and download the version for your corresponding computer system. So if you have a Mac, you would run this, a Linux, you would run this, and if you have a Windows, which you probably do, then you can go ahead and download this one here. I don't recommend using the beta, I have not used it. However, this one here, I would download the current version that's at the very top here. I already have this downloaded, so I'm not going to download it, but you need to download this and then proceed to the next step. Once you have it downloaded, then you can go ahead and double click the Amulet app, and that's going to bring it up, and this should appear. Next you're going to go to Open World. And there is also help and Amulet Discord. If you have any more help issues, they have a Discord where they can walk you through it. However, go to Open World, and then that's going to bring up this screen here. And this is going to be our main screen. Now you're going to click the corresponding version that you have. Ours is going to be Bedrock. And whenever you click down this drop down, it's going to bring up all of your worlds that are inside of your world saved file. So we need to go to the one that we just made, which is New JALP. which is going to be our new Just Another Let's Play, and you're going to click on that. Once you click on that, it's going to load the world into there, and then you need to click on this left side and go to the 3D editor. This is going to basically open up the world and run it as if you are inside of the game, and it's going to load everything in. Now you are able to see pretty much all of the world as we would see it if we were standing inside of the world. At this point, we need to go all the way over here to the top right where it says 3D. You can go ahead and click that, and then that's going to change it to a 2D view. And this 2D view is what we're going to have all of our stuff loaded in. You should start to see all of your stuff that is loaded in. Like, this is my sugarcane farm, my starter house. We got the witch hut over here. And depending on your computer, this might take a little bit of time to load in. It is rendering, so it does take quite a bit of resources from the GPU. Up here we have our general mob farm. So what we want to do at this point is we want to change our render settings. Now mine are pretty good here, however yours opening up default might be a lot smaller. Now mine's already loading in quite a bit of render distance because I've used this before and I've changed my settings. However, if I remember right, the default setting is kind of small. And this is going to be dependent on your computer, how much you can really render in at a time. So what you want to do to change it is go to options here, and then scroll down to options again. Click that, and then set your render setting. Now I have mine set to render 30, and that's going to render 30 chunks. And that is because this is kind of a nice sweet spot for me. It doesn't render too much, but it doesn't render too little either. So now at this point what we're going to do is we're going to want to select all of our chunks that we want to keep. And now I have a relatively small footprint in this world, although I have traveled a whole lot inside of the world. I have only built, certain select things here and there, and they're pretty much clustered together, which makes this fairly easy for me. So what we want to do now is we're going to select our general mob farm now, and we're just going to right click and drag this box down, and then release right click, which is going to select it. Next we're going to go to the second area that we want to keep, which is going to be here, and also our witch farm right here. Whenever you move around here, if you right click with your mouse and hold it, then it allows you to pan the area and to move around. So we want to go to our starter house here, our sugarcane farm here, witch hut is here, so we want to make sure that all of these are selected, and I would recommend selecting more than you need. That way you don't accidentally delete certain things around that you forgot about. The next thing that you're going to do whenever you select a second area is you're going to hold down control, and while holding control down, then you're going to click and drag again. This is going to allow you to select multiple things. If you don't hold down control and you just click, then it's going to delete the last known one that you selected. So you can go ahead and select them, and then make sure that you're holding control. And we're going to select this full area. And I'm selecting a large portion because I do have some mine veins down below, and I want to make sure that all of that stuff that I mined out, the big cavern below on my Let's Play, is included inside of here. Now you can go into your settings and change the depth of where it is selected. So if you wanted to just delete 16 and down on the Y level, you can do that. Or if you wanted to delete just the surface area, you can do that. This program is very, very versatile and really pretty simple, straightforward, and easy to use. There is one more thing that I want to include inside of this world. I got my general mob farm. I have my main area here selected, and then if I go to the left, I want to go and find my original treehouse. If you've been watching the Let's Play, you know exactly what I'm looking for. And it might take a little bit of searching before you find it. The unpopulated chunks are going to be these black and gray. So these black and gray are going to be where you have never traveled before. And then keep in mind, if you right click by accident, then it's going to delete everything. However, you can go up here and there is a undo button. So you can click that undo button and it will undo it, or you can redo it as well. If you have specific chords of everything that you have marked, which I do recommend doing before you do this, and then you can go ahead and take your chords, which is going to be your X, Y, and Z value here, and then you can find them in the map here. So we're at negative 127, the middle is height, we don't have to worry about that, and then we're at positive 1861. So what we can do here is go over here, and this is going to be our chords here. So we're at negative 471 right now, so let's move back over and find the negative 27, and then we need to find the positive 1861. So we need to go up a little, and our treehouse should be right here, which it is. So now we're going to hold down Control again and make sure that this is selected, that way it does not get deleted. And we can scroll back out. Now, even though the area is not loaded, you can still see your selection marks here. And as soon as it loads in, it's going to load in your selected marks. So if you wanted to scroll out, you can see we selected a treehouse there, and that there. Before proceeding forward, you want to make sure that all of the areas that you want to save are actually selected, which we have all 3 of mine here. I'm not going to worry about anything else. Everything is going to be deleted and being put into a new 1.17 world, whereas we are going to be able to keep everything that's selected inside of the boxes here. So at this point we can go down to chunk, and then we can go to delete chunks. This is a world border on the Y value, so you can go from minimum Y all the way up to Y 256. Now, of course, this is going to change with the new world generation and the world height being deeper and taller. However, for now, we're going to leave it at this. And you have 2 options here. You can delete the selected chunks. So if I just wanted to clear a single chunk, I could go in here, select the single chunk that I wanted to clear, and then hit delete chunks. That's going to delete just that area that you select. However, we selected all of these, which we are going to keep these out for exclusion, and we're going to delete everything else. So at this point you can go to delete unselected chunks. This is basically going to walk you through your warnings. Do you want to load the original chunk state? If you click yes, it will allow you to undo this operation, but the operation will take a while to process. Clicking no will mean that the operation cannot be undone. Changes will not be made to the world until you save, so closing before saving will not actually delete the chunks. So it's important that you pay attention to this. This is basically saying if you hit yes, then it's going to make a copy that you can fall back on. If you click no, then it's not. It's just going to proceed forward and wipe everything without making a copy. With that being said, I have already made a copy, so I don't need to make another one. So I can go ahead and hit no. And then this is going to run the operation, clearing all of the chunks. And then you'll be able to see everything being deleted, other than what you have marked out here. Depending on your computer, again, this can take a large amount of time, or it can be pretty quick, and it also depends on how big the world file is, how much it's loaded, stuff like this. What's up, guys? I interrupt this video to let you guys know that most of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed to my channel. If you don't want to miss anything and you want to catch everything that I upload, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is totally free, no sign up required, and it allows you to get each and every video that I upload. That way you don't miss a single thing. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and check it out. There are tons of videos on the channel. Things from Let's Plays to redstone tutorials to farm tutorials. There's something for everybody. Check it out. Now let's return to the video. Now, a huge benefit to this is that you are clearing the chunks. So if you've played in this world a long time and you have a ton of entities, being all mine blocks, stuff that you've thrown out of your inventory, and stuff that's just floating around the world, these will not delete unless you are in that chunk for 5 minutes. And if you are not inside of that chunk for 5 minutes, or if you just left a bunch of stuff and never gave it time to delete, this can directly impact your world performance. You can go in here and routinely clear the chunks and allow this to delete everything, and this is going to drastically help the performance of your world and make it run a lot better, a lot smoother, and just have a overall better playing experience. So now once this gets done, we can go over here to the save icon, and we're going to hit save changes, and this is going to save all of the chunks. Once you have saved the chunks, it's going to directly save to the world file that is already inside of your game, so there's no file transfer needed at this point, so you can go ahead and load up your Minecraft again. And once you do that, you can go ahead and click New JALP. So now we can go ahead and look around. We have the witch hut over there. We have the general mob farm over there. Let's go ahead and go down and see if we have new world generation down below. As I said, it's really not going to change a whole lot about here because most of it generates the same in 1.17 as it does in the 1.16. However, you may notice more of a change once you change out to the 1.18 features because you're going to obviously have deep caves, big mountains, and stuff like that. So it looks pretty good for the most part. As you can see, my mining area has not been cut off, so that is definitely promising. We're just going to go down here where I have a long tunnel that I've done lots of mining. Now, depending how far you set your border away from your base is how far you're going to have to travel. I made mine a little ways away. That way I knew that I was not deleting anything that I wanted to keep. However, as you can see, we're on Y level 11 and we just ran into deep slate here. So this is definitely a whole lot better. Well, depending how you look at it, mining for diamonds and stuff might be a little trickier, but we're going to have this new deep slate block and it's going to be really close to our base. Along with a bunch of other features, you're going to have all of the features that come with the 1.17 update. And then once you have the 1.18 update, then we're going to have all of the new features for that as well. And you can repeat this process as necessary for the 1.18 update. This is pretty much going to conclude the PC side of it. Now I'm going to start working on the console side of it, and I'm going to show you guys how to basically get the files off of your console and how to transfer it onto the computer, and then after that point all of the other steps are just the same using the program. It's just a matter of exporting the files from the console into the program. So for this, you're going to need a flash drive. You can probably use a hard drive too, however I have only used a flash drive, so that's what I use and it works best. And the flash drive that I have is going to be a 64 gig SanDisk Ultra, and that's going to be a 3.0. It has to be a 3.0 for the PlayStation 4, and it has to be a 3.0 for the Xbox One. Now, one very important notice is the Xbox One is going to have the flash drive formatted into an NTSF format, and the PlayStation 4 is going to have to be a FAT32 or an exFAT format. These formats are specific for each console, and they are not interchangeable, so make sure that your Xbox, if you are on the Xbox One, it is NTSF, and if you are on the PlayStation 4, make sure that it is FAT32 or exFAT file type. If you are unsure how to do this, then you can click out of Minecraft real quick, and I will do a brief overview of that. And what you want to do is you want to plug in your flash drive that you want to format. Next, you're going to bring up your files here and bring up your hard drives. You can find this in your PC folder here. And then go to your flash drive. Mine's going to be G. Make sure that you select your flash drive. If you format any of your other drives, again, I am not responsible. Do not clear any of these unless you know for sure that this is your flash drive. Go ahead and right click on your flash drive. It'll bring up this menu and then go to format. Then you can go ahead and format this to a file system of NTSF if you are formatting this for the Xbox One. And if you're formatting it for the PlayStation 4, then you can go to the exFAT file type. For this, I am using the Xbox One, so I'm going to format it for the NTSF. Then you can go ahead and leave quick format checked. If you want to rename it, you can rename it to this. And then you're going to go ahead and hit start, and that's going to format the entire thing. After you have formatted the flash drive to the file format for your specific console, then go ahead and remove the flash drive, and now you can insert it into your console. Alright guys, so after you take your flash drive and you put it inside of your console, what you're going to want to do at this point is open up your menu button, and you're going to go down to your store, whether it be the PlayStation Store or the Xbox Store. Click on the store and go to the search link, and what you want to look for is an app called My File Explorer. And you're going to want to click on that and download it. This app does have a free trial, and if you only need to use it once, then you can use the free trial. and then you don't have to pay for it. However, if you're going to want to use this more than one time or use it again in the future, then you're going to have to pay for it. It's not very expensive, it's only about $3, but it's well worth the $3. This app allows you to go in and get all your file types or download your file types. You can add skin files in, you can add world files in, or you can take files out of there. Whatever you need to do, this app lets you do it. So after you have downloaded it, you're going to go ahead and click on it and bring up the app. It's going to bring up this, which is kind of a section that looks like a computer. And what you want to do at this point is you want to go into your isolated storage. This is going to be your thumb drive here that you have, and then this is going to be the actual isolated storage on your console itself. So go ahead and click on that. After you click that, then you're going to bring up a screen that doesn't really show a whole lot of anything. Then scroll up here and you'll see this bar here. Go to the left of it where it says Packages and click on Packages. Next it'll bring up a screen with all these file types. Now you're going to scroll down and find one that says Microsoft.Minecraft, which is going to be this one here, Microsoft.Minecraft, and you're going to click on that. That's going to go ahead and bring up this file folder here with all these file folders inside of it. You're going to find the one that says LocalState and click that. That's going to have a folder inside of it that says Games, click that. Find the one that says com.mojang and click that. And this is going to bring up your file folder. If you're familiar with the PC, then you should be familiar with all of these different folders. If you wanted to add in skin packs, you can do it here. However, the folder that we're looking for is going to be the Minecraft Worlds. Go ahead and open this. And this is going to be all of your Minecraft Worlds here that are saved on your console. So in order to find the world that you're looking for, you're going to have to open each one of these file folders individually, and it's going to have a world icon here. This world icon is going to be the icon that is present on the menu whenever you are opening up your world off of the game menu. So if you wanted to find a specific one, you could go in here, look at the world icons, and find the one that you want. For this example, we're going to use the Hermitcraft Season 7 one. So we can go in here, this is the world icon that's on it. So we can go off of here. And what we want to do now is we want to go to this folder, press the start button, and go to copy folder. This is going to copy the folder inside of the game memory, and then we can go back here to this device, go to removable storage, and then we can go into our Xbox folder, and then our game DVR, and then we can go ahead and press start, and then go to paste in order to paste the folder into our game DVR folder. So now, as you can see, we have all of our files copied over onto our flash drive. Now you can go ahead and take out your flash drive and plug it into your computer. Alright, now that we're back over at our desktop, we can go ahead and insert our flash drive. And then you're going to want to bring up your files again and find your flash drive. Ours is labeled Xbox for G drive, so we're going to double click this, go into our game DVR folder, and then we're going to find the HCS7, which is Hermitcraft Season 7 folder that we have. If you want this to explore the Hermitcraft Season 7, then you can go ahead and download it off of the website. Just search Hermitcraft Season 7 on Google and you should be able to get this folder. It is a lot of fun to explore all the way around, and then you can load it into your world the way that I'm about to show you. So what you're going to do is go to this and right click on it and then go to cut, and then you're going to open up your Minecraft World Save folder. If you don't know how to get to this Minecraft World Save folder, you can go to LocalState, Games, Mojang, Minecraft World, and that will bring you here. However, I will include a link down in the description to where you can copy it out of the description, go down to your search bar and paste it here, and it will bring you directly to this folder. Now, stating that I already have the Hermitcraft Season 7 loaded in here, I'm just going to reload it. So we can go ahead and go here and delete the one that's already here. And then we're going to add our new one. So we're going to right click and go to paste. and that's going to copy all of this off of the flash drive and into the Minecraft Worlds folder. So now at this point, we can go ahead and exit out of this and exit out of this. Next, you're going to open up the Amulet app, and then go to Open World. Next, you're going to go to Open Other World. You're going to find your folder with the world inside of it. So you're going to go, in my case, to desktop. I would highly recommend putting a World Minecraft folder on the shortcut on your desktop. It makes it a lot easier to access. Go ahead and double click that, and then we're going to open up the Hermitcraft Season 7 that we have saved in here, and go to Select Folder. Give it a little bit and allow it to load. After it is loaded in, you can go ahead and hit 3D Editor and make it full size. And now that it is loaded in, you can go ahead and follow in the other steps that we just did before. So go ahead and go to 3D. This is going to open up your world to where you could select and delete the chunks that you desire to be removed. Same with over here, go to Options, and then you can change your render distance to load in however much distance you want loaded in at any given time. Well guys, that's going to wrap up this Bedrock tutorial video. I hope that this tutorial really helped you guys out, and I hope you guys enjoy the new 1.17 and eventually the 1.118 plus features that this is going to bring to your already created worlds. If you guys get stuck and need help, then drop a comment below and let me know, and I'll do the best that I can to help you guys out. If you like this video and you think this video deserved a rating, then please go ahead and hit the like button. If you dislike it, well, there's that button too. If you are new here, then consider subscribing. I have a ton of content on my channel that has redstone tutorials, let's plays, and all kinds of other videos. So please go ahead and check that out. Just make sure whenever you subscribe that you hit that bell notification. That way you get notified for each and every video that I upload. That way you don't miss any future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.